Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to the first part of the Vance Collection. I'm here with Cousin Cheeto and Gary.
What?
And we have been asked by the legendary Vance of No Budget Production to review several of his movies, 8 to be more precise, and this is the first of 8. This one is called Valhalla Stone. Now, we are not going to hold back, and we're not going to be too diplomatic. Vance asked us to basically let ourselves go and say it how we see it. So, as I told Vance before, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. But here we are. We're about to watch Valhalla Stone. Let's go, Cousin Cheeto. Sounds like a new video game I'm about to play. Some role-playing RPG video game. That's what I'm getting from that music.
Engineer's personal log. Stardate 1317.5. The Valiant has rendezvoused at Starport Orchard, where we will change out several key personnel and prepare to undergo a refit. I'll admit, I don't know if I'll even recognize this ship anymore, but the past 3.5 years have been very trying. I feel as if I'm standing still, but I don't have the energy to move my legs. I've also just learned that something is waiting for me here. An inheritance following the death
It's
of
a
a
squirrel.
relative I barely even knew. I really don't know what to expect.
It's a pizza roll.
It's open.
Hey, Eric, this is waiting for you.
Wait, he's a red shirt, but he's captain?
Here's
Yeah.
what they could get.
What's up?
I don't know. I only heard about this a few days ago.
It's pizza rolls.
After a death in the family.
It's a big pizza roll.
Wow. Some sort of family heirloom?
It's the Jewel of the Nile.
You're not close.
Gee, that's too bad.
No, it's the
My family's
frickin'
all
Sorcerer's
about
Stone.
and the
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. But thanks, I really appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Or is it the
Oh,
Philosopher's
okay,
Stone?
yeah.
I don't
Now
know.
if it's a cross between TOS and the movies.
I still don't get why he's in a red shirt. And if he's
It's
captain,
probably,
right?
it's probably what they could afford.
No, Vance has got plenty of uniform.
Yeah, but look, you look quite young here, Vance. This might have been before he got all his costumes.
It might be. You might be right. I didn't look at what date this was published. Ooh, an NX.
To who it may concern,
Oh,
if you
okay,
receive
you've got-
this message, then you have in your possession the rare item quadlithium. To the Federation, it can be a source of great power, or it can bring it to its knees. Don't let it fall into the wrong hands. I've lived through one terrible war, and I don't want to live through another. Godspeed.
He's wearing the outfit from the Enterprise series.
Yeah, so it must be something. You know what? He probably is younger because I think in the beginning he said engineering logs supplemental or whatever. So the more I think about it, I guess it makes sense. He's like a chief engineer. Oh boy. What is that noise?
That is my bird. Dax, stop it!
They're good. The nebula shouldn't cause us any problems.
Yeah, he's chief engineer right now.
I beg to differ.
You have something to share, Mr. Taval?
This nebula is barely that. It's more of a spatial anomaly than anything.
His head just sticking there like that.
This nebula is a,
Yeah, as I said, we'll forgive it because it is amateur.
this phenomenon
Yeah.
is a concentrated barrier.
Oh,
made up
it's a nice bit of art.
particles
Mhm.
and other minerals our sensors can't identify.
Can you hear what they're saying?
We're
Not
approaching
really.
the nebula. Thought you might like
Yeah.
to see it.
So, Vance, you might want to elevate your sound mixing up a bit.
We'll try and put the volume up here.
Isn't it?
Who's this dude? There's always some sort of expert guy in these episodes, isn't there?
I believe you owe me an explanation.
Captain!
My apologies. I'm sure you have many questions.
That's right, I do. Our sensors can identify this nebula or whatever.
He shouldn't be filming at the back of his head like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
I know. It should be from the side.
A side shot, yeah.
On the
Relax, Captain Bishop.
on a note,
Everything
though,
you
you might
need
want
to
to try and
know
get
is
a
on
tripod or
this.
a steady cam for your mobile, just because then you get rid of this shaky thing
Oh,
that's going on
and
with it.
much more. Veratus is a biplanetary system with one moon. That moon, which is in orbit of both planets, is called Infinity. It has
And
an
beyond?
M-class atmosphere and gravity similar to that of Earth's. There is an old abandoned base there that is being protected by the Jundees. They're the ones that have requested our help.
Which race lays claim to the moon?
Both?
How is that possible?
He must have the same allergy that James Kirk has because he's wearing glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
Indeed. Now, pay attention, please.
Oh, he's a professor.
For a few months, Infinity orbits one planet, Muar, and then
Right,
as
have you
it
noticed that
comes
it's
around,
doing the
gravity
infinity
from
symbol?
the second planet, Jundee,
Yeah, it's an infinity
draws
orbit.
it
Yeah.
creating a figure-8 orbit.
No, it's called infinity orbit, mate.
Its name is appropriate.
Our best guess is that it's been like this for several millennia.
You said there's another aspect to this mission, something you couldn't speak of at the time.
Just what would that be, Ambassador?
Well, Captain Bishop, Infinity is the one place in our galaxy that is known to produce quad-lithium crystals.
Lithium.
There's no such thing, Ambassador.
Did he just say
Quad
quad
lithium is a
lithium?
hoax.
He did.
What? Yeah.
The best scientists in the Federation have
frick is-
determined that there's no
Do
way
you
to make
know what? That's the third worst
nature
fake
or in a laboratory.
sci-fi
Quad-lithium
thing
is
I've heard
quite real, Captain.
from what's it?
I've
Transformium
seen
and flaming
I've
unobtainium.
even held one in my hand.
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
That would be quite a discovery if true. One quadruped.
Honestly, who do you blame here? The director or the cameraman for this sort of,
The
these sort of
cameraman.
shots?
Dear,
Oh,
that's
no, I blame the
why these
in a
two
film like
planets
this.
are at war.
I
Yeah,
blame the
you want
director.
to you want to like
Unfortunately,
position the camera like
our
slightly to the left of these guys to
technology
get them
has
more in
not
focus.
advanced beyond
The director
that
should
of
really be setting up the
warp
shot,
drive.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Negotiating to trade for this kind of resources. The Federation Council knows about this.
Was that where the script is?
I am under the direct orders of the Federation Council itself.
He's looking at it.
This isn't an invasion, Captain. This is a peace negotiation effort. It is my hope that we are able to establish a treaty between these two factions, and with the added benefit of being able to develop a trade negotiation for their crystals. Power source like that could revolutionize the Federation.
What the hell? It's gone all Bray Wyatt on us.
Status. Your shield modifications are complete.
Thank you.
Why is he wearing a commander's uniform if he's a captain?
No, that's the TOS, isn't it? That's the right thing.
It's usually green, isn't it?
Oh no, Kirk wore yellow as well.
Did that just fall off?
I don't know.
Report. Shields are draining. Down to 75%. Make that 70.
Commodore.
Shook us up a bit, but we're all right.
Acknowledge. Stand by.
Not much shaky here. Oh, there's a little bit better.
Mr. Duvall.
Minor damage throughout the ship. Bulkheads are stable.
Shields are down to 47%.
Engines.
The engines and weapon systems were not affected.
Helm. Warp 1 to the Veratus system. Get down the engineer and see what you can do with the shield.
Aye, sir.
So what was the other guy doing? Why didn't the other guy just go? Yeah, and let Vance sit in the chair. Yeah. I swear Bray Wyatt's gonna come out any second now. No? Okay.
Alright,
What the hell are those?
so we've got. Are they supposed to be the good war
Captain.
birds?
No.
There are
Oh,
several
Romulan.
vessels approaching from the system.
Friendlies?
Not likely. Their shields are up. Arming their weapons now. Low power disruptors only.
I swear that video game analogy I made earlier, it's coming to fruition right now.
Going after the Daystrom. Others are settling into a standard attack formation around us.
No time for formalities. Target the lead ship and return fire.
Just a little engine trouble, but we're all right.
Need some help? I couldn't risk sending another shuttle.
No. Get your ship back to open space now.
Several more fighters have regrouped. Their weapons will start taking a toll on our shields if we stay in the nebula.
All right, we're taking off. Mr. Stout, warp 1 to the barrier.
They are pursuing. More ships have dropped back.
Why?
I don't believe their shields can handle the barrier. Captain, I don't...
Oh, they're turning around.
Never mind.
Secure from red alert. Engineering, Mr. Minard.
Minard here.
Dispatch the damage repair teams.
Already have, Captain.
Thank you. Bridge out.
I should never eat that chili, man.
It's those pizza rolls.
Yeah, yeah. The pizza rolls.
Captain?
Commander. Is that what I think it is?
Yes, sir.
That's
From the readings
no
we gathered
moon.
last time we were in the nebula, I was able
It's
to
a
modify
space
shields
station.
to adapt to it.
So the shields are stronger.
No, what I've done is I've added a rotating E sequence to the current shield modulations. They're not stronger, they've totally adapted to it. Now, we can fly through the barrier and the nebula without it affecting the ship.
Does Commander Kennedy know about this?
Her and Lieutenant have both approved. They're just waiting for your word.
Commander, the word is given. Good work.
It is given indeed.
Well, those things
I'm gonna
is
stop
testing. I give it I don't have epilepsy, but I think I've controlled it. So I just control
Wait.
frequencies.
So now I just have one
Oh, look, it's Evil Minard.
question.
But he's dressed with a red martial arts instructor outfit. Oh shit, even he's scaring me.
Consider this my resignation.
He's gonna beam him out into fucking space.
Eric, we gotta get you some help. We gotta get you to medical.
Too many pizza rolls.
You all right? Eric, come on.
God, pizza rolls take
All
you to
right.
the alternate universe? The mirror universe pizza rolls.
Let's hope you.
I can't. Yeah, that's how I look at pizza rolls too.
Minard Bishop.
Bishop here.
Jack, we need to talk.
On my way, Lieutenant.
Wow, that was quick. I mean, if you stare at it any longer, will it grow legs?
Any end credit?
I don't think so. I think it's just like a logo. Yeah.
All right. So, are we having some sort of like time dilation thing where he touches the stone, and the next thing you know, we see this whole saga play out, but really only a second or two's played out because Minard has passed out on the floor, and he's dreamed all of this shit, and maybe he was shaking on the ground. I don't know, this whole fucking time, and oh god, it's hard to explain, but it wasn't that bad, to tell you the truth. I really was hoping we would get some of his worst, but I think Vance maybe knew that this one was not too bad, which is why he sent it to us. It was okay. Confusing? Hell yeah. I was trying to grasp certain things. It was good to know a little bit about his universe, knowing that there is an alternative version of him, an evil version of him. I do know about that, so certain things I did try to understand and put together. I guess this is the first part of a bigger saga, so maybe certain things will make more sense in the future. But it wasn't that bad. The camera work was terrible.
Yeah, and
on
you
the
have
bridge,
to blame that on the
absolutely
director.
Absolutely terrible. Like the shots behind the captain's head, like it looked tacky and bad, but overall,
I mean, you might as well have put like a product placement on the back of his head. You should get some promo work in.
Yeah. Plus, the thing is that it was obviously filmed either with a camera or with somebody's home camera.
Well,
it wasn't done
he
with
uses his phone. He uses his phone for a lot of recordings. So, I mean, for a phone, it's not
you had
bad.
you had a lot of shaky cam, which was making me a little bit nauseous. There are things actually with your phone that you can get for that. There are like little holders and stuff like that. And I do agree with you that the way that they positioned the shot was very bad. Like I said, there's times where you can just see the top of the actor's head, whereas if you tilt the camera just to the left a teensy bit, you could get them all in the shot. Even with a phone cam, you could have got them all in the shot.
He shouldn't. No, the back of his head really shouldn't have been in the shot altogether. They either should have done a wide shot there, or they should have done a side shot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it.
Yeah, great.
I mean, the back of somebody's head like that. There's only a few places you really want to do a back of a head shot, and that's if you're like trying to do, and that's only if you actually want to do a pan. Like you start from behind somebody and then you pan, and actually that person shouldn't be talking who's facing away from you. The people past them should, or facing you, should be talking, and you pan around them. So
okay.
I mean,
story wise, this could fit into the original series, I think, because the idea of a crewmate being changed through alien force is something that was in the original series. Like there's about 4 or 5 episodes. There's actually a really, really good one, which I liked, where 2 members that get like godlike powers, and they get like yellowy sort of like tints to their eyes, and they could like move stuff across the thing. I can't remember what system that was, what show that was particularly, but it was like that. And then at the end, like Kirk said, they were killed on that planet. They weren't killed at it wasn't their fault, sort of thing. And I like the fact that, and I think it's that we got to see that this different side of Vance's character, that he can be manipulated. I think he did too many of the blue sequences of him basically changing positions on the floor with the blue lighting. I thought that went on a little bit too long, in my personal opinion. I think there's a way you could show that and cut those sequences down a tad. And I do think that they needed more dialogue to explain what was actually going on, where they were, what Infinity has to do with maybe the Federation's exploration plans and stuff like that. I think that could be better explained, but otherwise, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So with this film, I think I want to move for it to be renamed the Pizza Roll Stone, because the Pizza Roll Stone apparently is, you know, giving him indigestion that he's on the floor for apparently a while. So, I mean, okay, so there's definitely some issues here. And I mean, and Zam made a very good point early on, or maybe Gary did, I don't remember. That, you know, this looks like a younger Minard. He's obviously not Captain Minard yet. He's Chief Engineer or Engineer Minard. So obviously he's not like, you know, this might be a while ago. So okay, we did get a glimpse into the mirror universe. But I couldn't tell because it looked like all the other captains or all the other crew members were regular Starfleet, but then he was like mirror Minard.
Yeah, you can tell by his outfit.
I can't tell if he was seeing the future, like of Mirror Minard coming to the Prime universe, or if it was just a costume budgetary thing that they're just. And I feel like I feel like Vance would at least try to distinguish between the you know, the two different crews. If it was two different crews, I think he was seeing the future of Mirror Minard coming, but right now he thinks that it's going to be him. You know, but it's actually Mirror Minard, and because we have kind of we have the benefit of hindsight, knowing that there is a Mirror Minard. But I don't know if this came out before Mirror Minard was even around. So this might be like a lead up to Mirror Minard coming to the Prime universe. I don't know.
I think it could be one of two things, Cheeto. It could either be that particular ship ending up in the Mirror universe and Mirror Minard is taking it over, or Mirror Minard has infiltrated that particular ship in our universe, and taking it over. That's where I am with it personally.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of where I'm at too. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of a first part leading into a bigger story, so we take that into account. Vance, you know, Vance is a good actor. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he was a pretty believable engineer / Starfleet officer throughout this whole thing, and the way that he spoke during his log, I thought he was captain. Like that's the tone that was set in my head. And I mean, I know that there is a Captain Minard and everything like that because of hindsight.
Captain material.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, so Vance's acting in this was really good. Some other people were kind of, they were good, but not like crazy good. I think the thing that suffered from
the captain kept looking at his lines.
Yeah. I think this thing did suffer from a lot of camera work, though. I think that was the biggest problem with this one was camera angles and positioning. So that's my piece.
That's all right. Sorry, I apologize. My bird is making a lot of noise. I do apologize, but I can't. I think she stopped making noise now. Okay, so yeah, this is Valhalla Stone. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. You know, it was okay. I didn't hate it. I really was, honestly, Vance. You look at my face. I was desperate to rip on this, desperate. But all you got on me is camera work. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't shit on it as much as you're hoping for me to shit on it. But nevertheless, I'm hoping maybe down the line we'll find something new. But so with the other films, we'll find something to shit on. But so far, this one, you're going to get a 7 out of 10 from me.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10 just because the camera work and the some of the production kind of bugged me more. But that's the stuff I look for. So I mean, as I said though, I mean, Vance as himself, like I give him a high marks for this. But the story wasn't bad. I do give them kudos for trying to introduce new lore, like with the what was it, quad lithium, I think it was. I give them credit for at least trying to introduce something new and trying to do something. Kudos for the infinity orbit, because that's something that people don't talk about a lot. So I mean, there's some good stuff in here. So, but I mean, I think the production issues and some of the, you know, the camera work and stuff like that are what kind of brought it down a little bit for me. So I'll give it a 6. I mean, if I want to be petty, I could give it a 6.5, but I don't know if I can give it a 7. So, Gary?
I'd give it 7-ish. I'll give it 7.
7-ish.
Any reason you want to elaborate on that?
I thought the story was interesting. I thought the acting was fine. There's things I can forgive, like for example, guys having to look at the lines away from the camera. I can forgive that in a more fan/amateur production, which I wouldn't, do in a normal film. And also, I did think that the story was interesting, that this particular store could control people and stuff like that. But as I said, the camera work and maybe they did things a bit too long.
I was actually going to add to mine.
I really liked it. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, I just was going to add to mine. I actually agree with you. I thought of it afterwards, is that there were 1 or 2 scenes that just kind of did drag. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. But good sets, good costumes. That adds to my 7, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Star Trek. And so that was, for me, was fundamentally important as well. So, you got any more to say, Gary, before we wrap this up? All right, so there we go. There's our first reaction to the Vance Collection, VALHALLA Stone. Let us know what you think. Were we fair? Were we not critical enough? Should we have ripped on it? Should we have torn this fucking film a new arsehole? You let us know. But until the meantime, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube. We are the greatest YouTube channel you never fucking heard of. And we'll see you cunts later. Live long and prosper, motherfuckers.